Krishna and the Sweet Butter Mystery. In the sun-drenched village of Vrindavan, where the cows moo softly and the peacocks dance, lived a little boy named Krishna. His skin was the color of a gentle summer sky, and he always had a bright peacock feather tucked into his dark, curly hair. Krishna was very kind, very brave, and very, very hungry for his favorite treat, fresh, creamy butter. Krishna's mother, Yashoda, knew her son had a bit of a butter tooth. She laughed as she poured the fresh white butter into heavy clay pots. "No more snacks until dinner, my little one," she said gently. To keep the butter safe, she tied the pots with thick ropes and hung them high from the wooden beams of the kitchen ceiling. Krishna waited until the house was quiet. He tiptoed into the kitchen, his tiny silver anklets going jingle, jingle, jingle on the smooth mud floor. He wasn't alone in his quest. His best friend, a fuzzy little monkey named Copy, was already waiting for him near the stack of grain sacks. "Are you ready, Copy?" Krishna whispered with a wink. The pots were swinging high above their heads. They smelled like sweet cream and sunshine. Krishna looked up and realized he was still much too small to reach the ceiling. Copy hopped up and down, pointing his long tail at the hanging treasure. They needed a plan to get higher, much higher. "Stand very still, Copy," Krishna said. The brave little monkey braced his legs and wobbled only a tiny bit as Krishna climbed onto his furry shoulders. They stood like a living tower in the middle of the kitchen. Krishna reached out his small, soft hands, stretching his fingers toward the rim of the pot. Plop! Krishna's hand dipped right into the cool, thick butter. He pulled out a huge white handful and let out a joyful giggle. It was the tastiest butter in all of Vrindavan. He took a big bite, forgetting all about being quiet. The butter was so soft it smeared right across his round cheeks. Krishna was a very kind boy, so he didn't eat the butter all by himself. He leaned down from his high perch and offered a big scoop to Copy. Soon, the monkey had butter on his nose, and Krishna had butter on his chin. They were having the best butter party ever, right there in the air. Suddenly, the kitchen door creaked open. Creak! A beam of bright sunlight spilled across the floor, highlighting the messy trail of butter drops. Mother Yashoda stood in the doorway, holding a wooden churning stick. She looked at the empty spot on the shelf and then slowly looked up at the ceiling. Krishna froze. Copy gave a quick squeak and scurried away through the open window, leaving Krishna sitting on the floor with a very messy face. Krishna looked up at his mother, his big, expressive eyes blinking innocently. There was butter on his cheeks, butter on his hands, and even a little bit on his peacock feather. Yashoda couldn't stay cross for even a second. She knelt down and scooped her mischievous boy into her arms, wiping his face with the corner of her soft veil. "You are the sweetest butter thief in the world," she laughed, hugging him tight. Krishna snuggled into her, knowing that his mother's love was the sweetest treat of all.